article here that is eye-catching, and we're going to be covering it. It is about the alt-right and the Trump administration, and moreover how racist, white supremacist, white nationalists, you have the, Defend Europe group and all of these people, and, Nazis and these different types of people being more mainstreamed and normalized under a Trump administration, because that's what they're being embraced by. But it says, alt-right activists cheer Trump for giving them, quote, the space to destroy by not prosecuting domestic terrorists. So these are things said directly by the alt-right. So this is not some kind of analysis. This is all based on direct words. But Ross Story says, Donald Trump's administration may not be single-handedly deconstructing the global world order as some in the alt-right anticipated, but according to three leaders of the neo-fascist movement, it is providing the movement the quote, space to destroy. So effectively, you just leave them alone, you don't bring any attention to it, and you don't do anything to prevent these kind of things. As Salon reports, Michael Peinovich, the creator of alt-right podcast network The Right Stuff, spoke with leader Richard Spencer and an anonymous former GOP staffer, quote, Jazzhands McFeels, what the fuck, on Sunday about the administration's lack funding for domestic terrorist groups. Quote, he's going to give us space to operate, and frankly, it is space to destroy, Peinovich said of Trump. So, as you guys know, I am someone who you could probably consider a free speech absolutist. I definitely do not think that the government should be cracking down on anybody's media or anything that they're saying. So, that's why I'm reporting this story, not because I'm saying that they should be cracking down or anything, but I'm simply reporting what these crazy people are saying. They're saying it themselves. I'm not saying, or the person who wrote this article isn't saying that the president should be, cracking down on free speech. Rather, what they're saying is literally what this Peinovich guy. When I first read it, I thought it was Cernovich, and I was like, is Ross Story really that slick? They're just going to call him Peinovich? But then I looked it up, and his name is Peinovich, which is very odd, and they're two different people. Very, very odd, truly odd. But that's not important here. Anyways, they go on, quote, now is the time that we have to make hay while the sun shines, Jazzhands McFeels argued. Ridiculous name. Insisting the alt-right should take advantage, quote, while these investigations of domestic terrorist groups are not being funded by the government, they're not being pushed by the Department of Homeland Security. So, this is straight from the alt-right members' mouth. They're saying that these investigations of these domestic terrorist groups are not being funded by the government, as well as not being pushed by the Department of Homeland Security. So like I said, it's not the author or me saying that they should crack down on free speech, but rather reporting on what these guys are saying about literal domestic terrorist groups. This is literally, from my understanding, he says it gives us space to destroy, and then it says the investigations of domestic terrorist groups are not being funded by the government. They are not being pushed by the Department of Homeland Security. These are literal words from what Jazzhands McFeels is saying. Outlandish name, but forget the name. So truly alarming, very odd, and very weird. They say, contrasting Trump's administration with the hypothetical Hillary Clinton presidency, Peinovich added the alt-right would, quote, probably facing fucking racketeering charges or some shit like that. Adding the movement has, quote, to use these 4 years to grow into something that can't be defeated by that kind of thing. So these guys are very weird, very seemingly have intentions of being dangerous and causing some kind of harm. What's up, guys? It's Saul Hill here. You guys are watching The Progressive Voice. Make sure you guys click subscribe down below. We're fighting Donald Trump tooth and nail, and we need your help.